We will now hear from the co-founder and CEO of OpenClassrooms, a leading French online education to employment platform. OpenClassrooms has been helping companies close the digital skills gap by training students to meet the needs of an AI-powered global workforce. So to share that progress, please welcome Pierre Dubuc.
20 years ago, in 1999, I was really young. I was 11 years old. I was in middle school. I was extremely bored at school. I didn't want to go to class. I wanted to learn in a much better way, in a faster way. I wanted to build houses. I wanted to build furniture to do it yourself. I wanted to learn how to code. And this is how it got started. My friend and I, 20 years ago, started to create a first course, an online course on web development, HTML, how to create a website. We published it online for free, shared it to friends. They liked it. It was the course they wish they had. They shared it to other friends, and then word of mouth made this platform into the reference platform to learn how to code in French-speaking countries. We did so parallel to studies in middle school, in high school, in college for many years, over 10 years, as a hobby, as just this altruistic platform. Many more courses. We built this online learning community, and then at the end, I graduated with a master's degree a couple of years ago, and I decided with my friend Mathieu, what should we do with it? From there, we decided to build a mission-driven company, a company whose DNA is to make education accessible, and especially professional education, education leading to jobs, education leading to tomorrow's competencies. So we turned this hobby, this middle school hobby, into a business, into a college. We became a state-endorsed college, a fully online college, leading to degrees, associate bachelor's and master's degrees on tomorrow's jobs. We trained on 50 different jobs, on code, on data, on cyber, on digital marketing, but also on more traditional jobs impacted by technology and AI. Think about management. Think about HR, sales, finance, accounting, communication. We built this platform for one purpose, for a social purpose, to help students transform their lives, to help them find a job, a good job. And we started to work with employers because we actually pledge to guarantee our students a job. A job guarantee, what does it mean? It means if you don't find a job within 6 months of your graduation date, we're going to refund your tuition fees. It's a really hard commitment. We need to train on the right jobs, on the right competencies, and to coach on a one-on-one basis students so they find the job they want. And it's not just about young people, it's about employees, it's about job seekers willing to reskill, to switch careers. It's about the 1 billion people in need for digital skills in the next 11 years. 1 billion people needs to be reskilled on digital skills by 2030. So to do so, we need to build a new type of education, quality education at scale, linked to employers. So we work with 500 employers right now. And if you think as a CEO, what should I do about the skills gap? What should I do about the displacement of jobs? I see this wave of AI and automation coming into my industry. What should I do as a policymaker to prevent a massive social disaster? We learned a couple of things. There are different types of programs we need to operate on workforce development: upskilling, reskilling, recruitment. Upskilling is really about taking one job whose competencies are impacted by technology. You're in marketing, you have a long experience in print, you want to move into digital marketing, you need to be upskilled. You need to be trained for a couple of hours a week, for a couple of months, and you'll move up the ladder. Your job title will remain more or less the same, but the competencies behind this job title will change dramatically. We do that with PwC, with the consultants, for example, or with AXA, the insurance company, to move actuaries into data scientists. Kind of the same type of competencies, but somewhat different. Then rescaling. Rescaling is something really new, I feel, and it's really a shift in the market. Rescaling is about taking somebody from job A to job B. Think about automation in Amazon warehouses. Amazon is a client of ours, and they are automating more and more of their warehouses. They have more than 500,000 employees packing orders. The more robots, the less employees they need on the ground to actually prepare those orders, those parcels. So what we do is basically we rescale, we make them switch careers, and they become web developers, they become sales reps, they become payroll managers, they become digital project managers. It takes a long time. It takes 12 months, at least, to change somebody from the factory floor to a tech job or an office job. But this is an investment that some companies are willing to make, like Amazon or Walmart or Disney and many others. Rescaling is about taking somebody from job A to job B. It's about creating this opportunity for your workforce to find and to be in tomorrow's jobs. We have a variant called outscaling, which is basically rescaling and outplacing, because if you improve the productivity, you will need less employees, except if you grow at the same time, which would be perfect. But sometimes you know that you'll need to combine those employees outside of your company. And the last one is really about recruitment. How do you bring new employees on tomorrow's jobs, on highly demanded jobs, as like AI engineers, cybersecurity experts, which fields are really in high demand and huge shortage. So what we do is basically we start from the employer's needs in terms of the number of jobs, the locations, the competencies. Then we align those jobs to our curriculum, to our degree programs. We find candidates. We find people who are not at the level of the job yet, but we're going to train them on that. We're going to pre-qualify them. We're going to send them through the employer's hiring process. And then at this stage, we basically create a company-tailored talent pipeline. In exchange, we ask employers to commit to hire those candidates from day one of their training. From day one of their training, students will have a job, they'll have a work contract, they'll have a salary, tuition fees will be covered by the company. And they're going to work for 4 days a week and be trained for 1 day a week for 1 or 2 years and get a college degree. This is basically what we call online apprenticeship. It's piggybacking the apprenticeship system as we know it in Europe, which is something fairly new in the US, but really bubbling up. And it's really an on-ramp program to build a talent pipeline. We think apprenticeship, either to hire or internal apprenticeship as a way to reskill employees, is probably one of the most complete approach we found to address the digital skills gap. And for us, back to our mission, is really an amazing way to align sustainable growth with social impact. Every time we sign an apprenticeship contract, we create one job, and we generate revenue. So our mission to make education accessible is actually aligned to our business model. Today, OpenClassrooms train 3 million students a month in 140 different countries. We offer 50 different programs from associate to master's degree with Stanford or Microsoft and other top-notch brands. We work closely with employers because for us, this connection, this education to employment program to bring quality education at scale is really the future of education. Thank you. Thank you.